Hey, future chartered accountant, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for always stopping by. I hope you have had a good day so far. If you are new here, kindly hit the subscribe button. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Please don't forget to share this video with every and anyone you know will benefit from it. For the past few weeks, I've actually been dropping a lot of videos, teaching you and giving you a lot of information. So I thought to myself, oh, how about I actually get information from you? So I released the link and I gathered some questions. Although there were so many questions, but I just narrowed them down to 10 most important questions. And we're going to treat just 10 in this video. Probably subsequent times, I would just send another link and gather questions at intervals, but this is just the 10 I'm going to just take for just this video. So let's dive in. All right. So the first question here is, how many pages should my case study report be? How many pages should my case study report be? So now your case study reports, the number of pages that your case study reports would actually be depends on you. How do I mean? You definitely know the first page is your cover page, right? And the second and the third page will be your executive summary. Executive summary should not be more than 2 pages. So page 1 to page 3 is static, like you just have to. That one is just like a norm. But the number of pages you want to use for your financial analysis, that's your financial data analysis, financial statement analysis, that's totally dependent on you. Some people who use 2 pages, some people use three, some people use five, some people use seven. It depends on you. And the fortunate thing about it is that I can't answer booklets is actually a lot. So you can actually express yourself the way you want to express yourself. But my own advice is just that you should ensure that you're not writing jargons. That's just it. Ensure that you stick to the point, ensure that you are straight to the point, ensure that you answer what is required of you, and your marks will be given to you. So it depends ahead of somebody that actually said his financial statement analysis was 2 pages, his financial data analysis was 2 pages, and eventually he still passed the exam. Probably he actually had two quality pages. That's just it. So let there be quality over quantity. No matter how many pages you want to have, just have quality over quantity. Don't have so many pages and then you're just writing jargons. And imagine they're asking you what is A. You have written 5 pages before you tell us what is A. The person might not even see what is A on the sixth page because you have written 5 pages of irrelevant things. So just go straight to the point and ensure page 1 to 3 is your cover page in executive summary. That's all for question one. Question two, is introduction compulsory or not? I said it in my previous video. Introduction is a good thing. Gives your work a professional look, but it's not compulsory. That's the thing. Just gives your work a professional look. I was giving an example of the a 60 leaf notes, an 80 leaves notes, or a 20 leaves notes, like those notes that we used to write, like your book, your exercise book. Yes. So now, what I actually want to see is the content, the pages, but then the cover. That's the cover of the exercise book. Just if it's torn, if the cover of the exercise book is torn, if the cover of the exercise book is not there, it does not mean that the contents of the exercise book would not still remain, right? Because it's the paper that we're going to actually write on. But the cover page, the cover of the exercise book just gives it like it makes it look neat, right? So that's just how introduction is as well. So introduction just gives your work a professional outlook. It makes it look good, but it's not as if you don't do it, you're not going to pass. So I said this in my previous video, leave a page, and if you still have time, you can come back to it. But if you don't have time, just go to the important things. So that's just that. The next question, are you going to do a pre-scene analysis class for November 2023 diet? Of course, I'm going to do a pre-scene class for November 2023 diet, and I'm going to attach the link to that class to this video. I'm going to attach it in the description below so you can just check it out for it. And I'm going to also create a post on it as well, and you get more information. So yes, definitely I'm going to do a pre-scene class for 2023 diet. Now, four, I start preparing for case study on 28th of October. Okay, so this should be down. I started preparing on the 28th of October. Do I have a chance to pass? Can you give me tips on how to pass? Yes, definitely. You have a lot of chance to pass. Like you can pass. 28th of October, that's daily. Okay, I think the exam, if I'm not mistaken, is around maybe 15th or 16th or thereabouts of November 2023. So you have about 18 days if you are actually putting your mind in it. So now, my advice for you now is that you started late, obviously. You can't compare as much as okay, people have learned and you're just starting now. So that's not a problem. See, just sit down my videos. My videos are going to help you. Just sit down my videos, watch it like you are you are watching, like you understand, take it personal. Do you understand? And practice questions. And when the precinct comes out, you have to really take it up. And so that's just the tip I'll give you. The tip I'll just give you and that's to pass it. Watch my videos. I've already summarized everything you're going to learn. Everything you need to learn in 6 months, 5 months, 1 year. I've summarized everything in 40 minutes video, 30 minutes videos. So I've already summarized everything that you need. So just watch all those videos and then make sure you put your mind. Now, this is not the time. All those activities, probably if you're working before, I advise you suspend that and focus on the exam because it's a lot of money. Do you understand? ICAN is a lot of money and it keeps increasing every year. So you have to just put your mind and just get it done ASAP. You understand? So the tip I will give you is number one, let go of every non-value adding activity now. And even if it is a value adding activity that can be suspended, suspend it now, focus on it. And then watch my videos, practice, and when the precinct comes out, put your mind very, very well into it and you get a good score. So that's it. So I believe in you. I know you're going to do it. Okay. I so much believe in you. Just get it done. I know you're going to do it. The next one is our answer supposed to be doctored or represented or sorry or represented? What is current or represents? Okay, I think this should be probably a typo. It's supposed to be doctor or represent what is currently happening in the industry or limited to the pristine and unseen. Now, yes, they're giving you the industry. You're going to see the industry when the pristine comes out. You're going to know what the industry is about. So you are supposed to actually look at what is happening in the industry. But don't go and talk about industry. I don't know, focusing on the requirements because you see a lot of examiners comment that the candidate did not focus on the requirement, the candidate did not do the requirements, and a lot like that. So what's not the point of actually doing a ICAN exam where you want to go there to do what you know, right? But it's good to once in a while you can just chip in events that are happening currently in the industry. But so it's not limited to events currently happening in the industry, neither is it limited to the unseen and pristine alone. It is a joint work. Do you understand? You but let's say let's put it like 80%, or let's even put it 90% pristine and unseen, 10% what is happening in the industry. Do you understand? Like now, for instance, now you are saying that the sorry, excuse me, you are saying that the revenue was not growing, like it fell drastically. Probably they gave you financial statement of 2018, 2019, 2020, for instance, now, and you saw that the revenue in 2018 was 100,000 and the revenue in 2020 was 15,000. That's a serious decrease, right? And probably as you read that, okay, probably is a poultry industry, farm or poultry industry. Now you're saying, oh, when you read the information about what happened in 2020, probably because of the restriction or the curfew in movement, like people were not able to move up and down, so eggs were not being delivered and all of that, so people were not buying. So that's a good way. You can say, oh, the revenue decreased from 100,000 naira in 2018 to 15,000 naira in 2020 solely due to the COVID-19 pandemic that hindered or restricted movement, which which consequently affected revenue. Something like that. Do you understand? That's brilliant. That will show that you did your homework. Do you understand? But now you're focused now. If you look at now, I used the information I was giving, 100,000 and 15,000, and I also used what was happening in industry, just a little. So you understand? So it's a mixed work, but focus mainly. Let's be in fact, let's even change that percentage. 95% on sin and percent, and just a little sprinkle of what is happening in the industry shows you did your homework and also gives you more points and helps you when you're interpreting your work. Six, can I have a one-on-one class with you towards May 2024 time? Definitely. I actually have one-on-one private classes with people, so you can actually do that. Yes, you can actually have a one-on-one class with me. To just my email is attached to my my profile. Just check my channel. You'll see my email address there. You can always contact me. My LinkedIn profile is there. You can send me a message or you can just leave a comment here or something. Just let me know how you want to do it, and then we would have a conversation. But I usually have classes just for a month for students, and I'm going to be sharing that as time goes on. So yes, we have one-on-one classes, one-on-one sessions. Just send me an email. You can check it on my channel. You see my email address, or send me a message on LinkedIn, or just leave a comment on any of my videos. I will attend to you ASAP. Now, seven, what is ICAN really all about? And can business administration students take the exams? Definitely, anybody can take the exams. In fact, I've heard that few years ago, I don't know the year precisely now, the president of ICAN finished from chemistry. He had the chemistry certificate. You understand? So anybody can take ICAN. Like I remember then when I was used to go for tutorials when I was writing my exam. We had students from botany, students from law, students from mechanical engineering, accounting, business administration, a lot of students. Do you understand? So yes, a business administration student can take the exam. Yes and yes and yes. But then if you want to use your BSc now, if you want to start from the first, so anybody that has a BA, an SSC, the WAEC certificate can take ICAN exam because you need your WAEC certificate alongside some other documents to register. So when you register, you take your ATS1, ATS2, ATS3, then you would, since you have your ATS, you would jump to professional and skills then professional. Professional is the final stage. But if you don't have ATS, like you did not do ATS, so you have to either start from foundation, skills, then profession. That's the last stage. So that depending on the course you did, there's some courses they don't allow them to do professional skills and professional. Some courses you have to do take foundation before you go to skills and professional. That implies that depending on the course you study, the discipline you have, you probably either do, if you are using BSc certificate to apply for ICAN exams, you either do three stages, which is foundation, skill stage, and professional stage, or just skills and professional. So depending on that, but since you're a business administration student, if you have your BSc already, like you have finished university, you can just apply. I, I think business administration students should be part of the category that will be given exemption. I'm not sure. You can just confirm that. And so you just do your skills and professional, and that's all. But if you are taking, if you don't have your degree yet, you have to take it from ATS1. So yes, anybody can do it. And that's just the summary. You understand? So if a chemistry student can be our president, how much more? So that's it. So the next question, if we are asked to get profitability ratios, how many ratios should we compute? So now, how many ratios should you compute? Actually, sometimes I was telling you in my previous videos that sometimes we have general requirements and specific requirements. So general requirements are requirements that will just ask you prepare profitability ratios. Specific requirements are requirements that will tell you, they will give you a and probably exhibit something to tell you, prepare gross profit margin, prepare net profit margin or operating profit margin, prepare the show your ROCE. So, sometimes they'll give you specifics of what they want to see, but sometimes they are very, very like open and they allow you. So profitability ratios, if you are, because you don't have time, just see 4-5 ratios. In fact, five might be a bit much. 4 ratios or 5 ratios, let's just say five, is sufficient. You don't need to be calculating all the ratios in. No, because I'm sure that the ICAN question will not just allow you tell you to calculate profitability. There'll be like other requirements you have to do. Once they're telling you calculate profitability ratio, calculate liquidity ratio, calculate long-term solvency ratio, calculate. So if you're not calculating 10, 10, 10, you have wasted your entire time on the appendix. You understand? So 4-5 ratios is okay per category. 4 ratios or 5 ratios for profitability, 5 ratios for liquidity, 5 ratios for long term. That's 15. That's sufficient. What you just need the most is interpretation. You just need to interpret and check for the requirements. If you are giving specific requirements, follow the specific requirements, follow what they ask you to do. But if you're not giving specific requirements, 4-5 ratios is sufficient for a category. You don't need more than that. Except if based on the requirements, you still need to calculate some additional. So it depends on the requirements. It's not like a static case, you understand? It's not like a one way. It depends on what the examiner requires of you, but 4-5 ratios is sufficient actually. You don't need so much. Now the next one is, would there be a problem if this should be if I extend my executive summary to 3 pages in total? Please don't do that. Let's not do the basic question. Please don't extend it. Oh, let's be 2 pages. Please let's be 2 pages. You understand? Because what's the point? Executive summary is the summary for executives that don't have time. I am now making bulky pages. So anything you want to do, see. If it's that you have your handwriting is 30 inches, then you get like summary, just make it like 15 inches. I don't even know how to measure handwriting. I'm just using inches. I don't know. But don't try make it more than 2 pages, please. Let's just be limited to 2 pages. And finally, if I cannot finish my requirement two, do I still have a chance to pass? Definitely, you can still pass. Just make sure that you do your cover page, make sure you do your executive summary, make sure you finish your requirement one, and you have something in your appendix. Now, the requirements one and requirement two, they are both 32, 32 marks. Do you understand? So you can still have 68 marks. I think 68 plus 32 is 100, right? So you can still have 68 marks from everywhere. And oh, at least even if you don't have 68 marks, totally, you understand? Like, wow, how did I get 68? You know, requirement two is 32. So 100 marks minus 32. Like, if you don't have requirement two, that means you have lost 32 marks. So you can still gather 68 marks. And even if you cannot gather up to 68 marks, you just need 50 to pass. Do you understand? So you can still gather 50 from other areas if you do them well. Just make sure you do it well. That's what's funny. And I also gave you smart ways to, I created a video on smart ways to manage time. You can just check that video out as well. So this is just the question I'm going to be taking. I'm just going to be taking these 10 questions for this video. In subsequent periods, I'll release a form again. You can also fill and ask your question, your burning questions. So that's all for today's class. To meet again. Bye. And before you cut off, if you have not subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video to everyone you know. Okay? Bye.